Hey, just do, he just smooth, bringing much news with the facts when he crush fools. I'm rough school, I bust moves like crush groove. Pass me the mic and I'll turn it into lunch food. Just cool, but talk slick and he'll punch dudes. Cowards get the message and they hush like chucks do. You can bring your whole bus crew plus two. T-Dub-T is astronomical, you comical. You a fool if you think we'll ever honor you. Them other channels ain't shit, no abdominal. This the face of new media, fuck a Donahue. You see my giant crew, we shine like a diamond do. If any trolls disrespect, yo, we finding you. We all surrounding you, it ain't no reminding you. He already done surpassed what you trying to do. So quit the fake smoke, you suckers better take notes. When you step into the chat, you better wipe your feet. Hit the like and keep your comment short and sweet. My homie just not a joke, you don't want a war. Plus a deep boxing IQ, you don't want to spar. He broadcasted from Jersey, so we straight. Put you deep in the dirt, that's why they call this the Garden State. You seem tough but not a threat like a garden snake. We not scared of you, we chopping off a head or two. Mark your calendar, remember what we said to you. It's no option, it's just do boxing. Mark your calendar, remember what I'm telling you. It's no option, it's just do boxing. Word 'em up. T-Dub-T, we in the spot. LDBC strong.
What's good? What's good? What's good with the fam, man? I know it's early. I'm early. I've been up early. Got a little moving around to do early, so I wanted to try to come up here and do an early stream, and hopefully I could double up today. Trying to make time for it, so I'm gonna try to, have this good boxing conversation with the fam. Y'all know the slogan: we ain't here to break the news, we here to have a conversation, man. So I just thought about something that was interesting, and you see the title of the video, Expectations versus Reality. You know what I'm saying? And you know what it is. Y'all know the same stories that been going around. Y'all hearing a lot of the same stuff I'm hearing. So I just wanted to come here and address it all and kind of put things in perspective. A lot of times as boxing fans, our expectations be fair, but then there are other times where they're not realistic. You know what I'm saying? Or sometimes we could be impatient. We want everything right now. And we know like boxing don't go that way. You get what I'm saying? So we got a few different things we're going to talk about. Expectations versus reality, man. What we want to see versus what we get. You get what I'm saying? So we gonna have us a good old chop up. Mr. PSA, Crush the legend, TWT, brother. What's good, Crush? How you feeling, bro? Good cook earlier too, man. Hey, Brody, what's good? What's going on with your kid? Happy Friday, good Friday to all y'all good people. Y'all punch that like button on the way in, man. We gonna have us a good chop up, a good build as always. NP, my brother, TWT family, man. Appreciate all y'all pulling up. Undercard boxing, my bro, what's good with it, family? Sean, my bro, what's good with you, fam? How y'all bros feeling, man? Appreciate y'all pulling up on this early cook, man. Edgar Chavez, salute to you, Brody. Salute to Jersey. Much appreciation to you, man. 512 Big Tex, what's good with it, fam? Appreciate you pulling up. Got to give my boys the flame. So yeah, I was just gonna have a little boxing conversation this morning, y'all. And I titled this video the way I did for a reason, expectations versus reality, you know what I'm saying? And what we want to see versus what we actually get. And it's the reason I got Haney and Shakur in there. I wanted to leave Tank out of this conversation right here. You get what I'm saying? There's been a lot of focus on Tank and Haney, and I kind of wanted to steer the conversation a little bit towards another direction today. You know what I'm saying? What we want versus what we get, and we will want Haney and Stevenson. You get what I'm saying? But what we actually getting is Haney and Loma. You get what I'm saying? You might want Haney and Tank, but what we getting is Tank versus Ryan, Haney versus Loma, Shakur versus Yoshino. You get what I'm saying? This is what we getting versus what we expect. We wanted Bud Crawford. We wanted, EJ versus Crawford. We got Avanesian and Crawford instead. You get what I'm saying? Now it's looking like Spence and Thurman. Now you're hearing the WBO is mandating, Alexis ROCHA versus Crawford, and that, ROCHA is actually going to exercise and try to, force the issue. So you get what I'm saying? I think this live is very fitting. The title is very fitting. It's expectations versus reality. We expect a lot of things, but the reality of it is we're not going to get all of those things right now. And I think if we just be a bit more patient, you know what I mean? Allow this next fight or so, these next fights or so to take place. I think we could start getting some more clarity as to who really want to fight and who don't, things like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy with the fight we getting. Me too, Jeff. That's where I'm at with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm here to put it in perspective. Hey, Jay, what's good with it? AJ, appreciate you for sliding through. How y'all bros feeling, man? Appreciate y'all pulling up on this early cook. DP Rocket TWT family, what's good, bro? Appreciate y'all bros pulling up, man. Y'all punch that like button for me. We gonna get rolling, man. But again, I'm me personally, I'm only one person, but I'm happy. I'm actually satisfied with the fights that we get. I'm a more patient supporter than the average guy, should I say? So I understand that there are a percentage of people that would expect a Tank and Haney, a Shakur and Haney, you know what I mean? Shakur and Tank, Bud and EJ. You get what I'm saying? We get that. We want all of these things. You get what I'm saying? We want all these fighters to challenge themselves accordingly, but that's our expectations. You get what I'm saying? We expect that. We expect to see those. And again, we're not wrong for what we expect, though. We're not wrong. But I think the timing in which we expect these things, it doesn't make us wrong, but we come off a bit impatient, and sometimes it's not realistic. Everybody can't fight everybody right now. You get what I'm saying? If all of these dudes fight each other right now, what do you really have to look forward to in the end? You get what I'm saying? So I, for one, I'm not totally against these dudes getting business squared away, so much so that when it's time for them to fight, there's nobody in between stopping none of these great fights from happening. You get what I'm saying? Like, okay, y'all wanted to buy yourself some time maybe with another fight. Let's say if that's the train of thought, right? Go ahead and let these dudes, go ahead and let Loma get his scalp removed by Dev Haney. You get what I'm saying? Go let the undisputed champion continue to be great and scalp Loma real quick. You get what I'm saying? Why not? Scalp his ass and get him up out of there. We all know the story with Oscar and Ryan. They've been clout chasing for years. Go ahead and let that man Tank get that smoke with that man, knock him out, get him out the way. So therefore, there's nobody in between, and you making the best absolute fights from that point on. And you get what I'm saying? That's just where I'm at with it. You either could be mad at what we get and you could complain about it, or you could assess it, put it in perspective, and understand that, once these fights take place, man, the walls are closing in, like bro mentioned the other day, on all these divisions, not just 35, everybody. Walls closing in. It's time for people to really stand on business. And that's what y'all gonna hear me saying this over and over. Like, these fighters, it's time for them to stand on business. And I told y'all, man, the domino effect is real, man. It did not only pertain to 147 and that fight we didn't get. It's a number of fights they're not giving us. You get what I'm saying? And as a result, when we don't get the fights that we expect, that we deserve, then we got to deal with the reality of things. And so that's why I say expectations versus reality. You get what I'm saying? The reality is we want the three kings to mix it up with any of them, mixing it up with each other. You get what I'm saying? We want that. That's our expectation. And again, we not wrong for that. We definitely not wrong for that. A1 Hoop Zone TWT, my Brody. What's good, A1? You stopping through, Brody, as always, man. You feel me, Sean? So that's where I'm at, man. Hey, it's Tim over watch. Why don't we have Tim? Yeah, man, let's get these lights in the building. Let's run the lights up, bro. Your bro working. That's why I'm here early. I had this thumbnail together last night, man. So that's why I'm here early. And then I got to make a couple quick runs, and I'm going to try to make sure I double up on the lives today, man. So I appreciate y'all coming through. And we going to rock, man. We going to rock, man. Some please tell Haney he needed nutritionist and stay at 35. Right. That'd be interesting if it's a way that he can stay there. And again, nothing is one way with me. It's always a conversation, and I love the diversity. I welcome it. I welcome a different perspective and point of view. So, you know what I mean? At any given time, y'all free to, chime in, tell me what y'all think. You know what I mean? It's a reason that I appreciate all y'all, man. It's the family. We gonna rock out. So I felt like we should have this conversation, being that we know what it is. We know what we want to see, but I'm just here to assess what we actually getting, and can we be happy with what we got and look forward to what we could potentially be getting. And that's just where I'm at. This is coming from an appreciative supporter of boxing. I'm just not in a rush to see everything right now. But like I said, when we see fighters jawing back and forth and going back and forth, they kind of put a speed on that timeline and when we actually want to see that fight. Because if y'all going to show interest and actually want to fight each other, we as supporters going to be like, hey, well, why don't y'all just go fight each other? But again, I just think some of these things that people expect, just to be honest with you, are unrealistic. You know what I mean? And they are possible. And again, this is not a one-way conversation. Y'all feel free to chime in. You get what I'm saying? Elevating your level of conversation is not knowing and understanding that you don't have to agree with somebody to disagree to make your point. You get what I'm saying? And I hear the talk of Shakur. He should have requested to be the mandatory of Devin Haney instead of fighting Robson Conceição. And I'm here to say I understand that way of thinking. I get it. If you truly wanted to fight Dev, right? Why instead of fighting Robson Conceição, why didn't you just go try to, move up and press for that fight? And I understand it, from a technicality standpoint, right? That's something that people are saying he could do, right? That's some people saying he could do. But what I'm saying is, what's the likelihood of him actually doing that? How many people have actually done that? How many people are, and this, again, I don't have all the answers. So that's why I come and we build as a family. Y'all always, and y'all, you know what I mean? Y'all voices matter as well. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you, Sean. Appreciate you. I'm always trying to think of something that provokes some thought. You get what I'm saying? So again, and this is not no diss to no fighters. This is, I don't do disses. We do conversations. We do builds. Now, I understand they saying he can do that, and that would be the case, but what's the likelihood of it? You get what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you could try to force your hand, but don't somebody gotta give you the okay? If you don't get the okay from Bob, how could you force your hand? You get what I'm saying? And it's like, a lot of times, like we focus on these small little technicalities and we make it about that, when in reality there are many different layers and factors that you gotta add in before a fight like that could take place. Do you really think? And tell me when I'm wrong, y'all. You tell me if I sound like I'm not being logical. You tell me, what's the likelihood of a fight of that magnitude being forced because he went up there to do it? You get what I'm saying? Is him forcing them to make him a mandatory for Devin Haney, would that then force Bob Arum's hand? You get what I'm saying? Like, everybody you don't make that dude do what you want to do. He do what he want to do. You get what I'm saying? It's crazy. The man do what he want to do. So it's like, on one end, you're telling him that's what he should have done. But I'm just saying, how many people have actually done that? And would him doing that actually result in him getting a Devin Haney fight as opposed to Loma, y'all? And my thing is, the issue I have with it, y'all didn't like Haney last week. He didn't look well. Yeah, man, I feel you, AJ. Dar, what's good with it, Dar? Salute to the UK. What's good with you, fam? How you feeling, man? Omega Red, salute, bro. How you feeling? D Web, what's good with you, family? How you feeling? Appreciate you stopping through. Y'all punched that like button. Shakur in control over his career. He got Ray Prince and Bob standing in the way. And again, I doubt if a person like Jay Prince don't want to see him test himself against the absolute best. But I just want to make sense of something for y'all, and follow me. Follow me. This is just an open conversation. This is dialogue. Y'all know how I give it up over here. Nothing is never biased. It's Just Do for a reason. Just Do is an example of speaking on boxing as a whole, standing on both sides and being able to see things on both sides. You know what I'm saying? Of the spectrum. So salute to everybody. But I just want to say this, and y'all tell me if I sound like I'm crazy, right? Okay. So Shakur Stevenson was at 130, right? He was at 130. We all know this. He was a unified champion over there, right? You got people saying that Instead of fighting Robson Conceição, if you truly wanted to fight Dev Haney, which you called him out, or you said you did after the fight, right? If you really wanted that, then you could have bypassed that Robson Conceição fight. You could have moved up to 135 and then, you know, forced their hand and, you know what I mean, forced to beat Devin Haney's mandatory. You know what I'm saying? Because I believe he said he had the WBO belt or whatever, WBO and the WBC. They saying he could have went up there to 135 and requested to be the mandatory because he had the titles to force their hands, right? Cool. If that technicality, that's cool, but it's still business that has to take place. It don't stop right there. It's not just that simple, and people are not going to say that because it's going to weaken the argument that they're trying to make. Me, I don't do arguments, and I'm not a right or wrong person. We do dialogue. We have bills and conversations. You get what I'm saying? So my thing is, how many of y'all remember when Shakur Stevenson was at 130, when they was talking about him being undisputed? Bob Arum was on record for saying that's dumb. Undisputed is dumb. It's a waste of time. It don't make any sense, right? Tell me, am I lying? Do y'all remember Bob Arum saying, when it pertains particularly to specifically to Shakur Stevenson, undisputed don't matter. It's stupid. You get what I'm saying? Mind you, while he at 130, this is what he's saying. It's stupid when it pertains to him, which is why instead of putting him in there with another one of those guys that had a belt, he was in there just defending his belts, or he would have been in there defending his belts against Conceição. You get what I'm saying? So that already showed you some intent, and he kind of standing on what he said. If undisputed, if he didn't think it was stupid, then he would have put Shakur in a position to be competing for a third belt at 130. But he didn't do that. He just gave him another fight, which was a quality, solid opponent in Conceição, but that's not my point. So follow me, y'all. It's people saying that Shakur Stevenson should have just went up to 35, not took the Conceição fight, kept his belts, and forced their hand, right? Didn't that man just say undisputed was dumb at 130 when it pertained to Shakur? So why would that then change once he moved up to 135? All of a sudden, undisputed is going to make sense to Bob Arum for Shakur Stevenson? But when it pertains to Lomachenko, y'all, he ain't never said that. Undisputed ain't stupid when it comes to Lomachenko. So y'all telling me, or people want me to believe, just the people that feel like that, y'all want me to believe that this man could force a fight and force an undisputed fight when he, at the previous weight class, he just said it was stupid for this man to pursue it, but we all know the rules apply differently when it's Loma. It changed when it's Lomachenko. Tell me I'm lying. You get what I'm saying? So how is he then going to force anything? Tell me I'm not making sense. How is he going to force everybody's hand all of a sudden? You know he not his own boss, right? You get what I'm saying? So how is he then going to force somebody's hand is what I'm saying when his promoter is on record for saying when it pertains to him, especially at the previous weight class, how stupid undisputed was. Get what I'm saying? To me, it seemed like the only guy that he's trying to put in position to be undisputed is Lomachenko, his grandson. The guy that he put in the same conversation as Muhammad Ali and Pretty Boy Floyd, things of that nature. This is the Lomachenko we talking about that Lomachenko, y'all. Ain't no way in hell he moving that dude out of the way for Shakur Stevenson. But I hear people saying, yeah, he'll want to move him out the way because he'll want to, weaken Devin Haney. What? That don't even make sense, bro. That don't make sense. He's not moving Lomachenko, aka his step grandson, you know what I'm saying, out the way for Shakur Stevenson to shine when he just told you when that man was at 130, undisputed was stupid. We all know those rules change. They apply differently when it comes to Lomachenko. That's all I'm saying. So I'm here to say, would him forcing that, would that work? And again, this is a question. I want y'all to feel free to chime in, tell me if I'm tripping on something. Because and again, this has nothing to do with the individual fighters. This the action, the whole notion that he can just force his hand. Don't fight Robson Conceição. Go force his hand. Make him fight you. You get what I'm saying? Make him fight you. But again, your promoter is gonna have to sign off on this. And to me, he seemed like he'd be a hater. He don't seem like when it comes to Shakur being undisputed. Remember, I keep saying this for a reason. He said it was stupid at 130. That's stupid to be undisputed. But we know when Lomachenko want to be undisputed, that makes all the sense in the world. So I'm just saying, and this is a question. I don't have all the answers. would him going up there forcing their hand, would that result in an actual fight, or would it result into an issue for him because he ultimately can't force everybody hand? If his boss don't sign off on it, how do we get that fight? You get what I'm saying? So that's just a conversation. And again, I talk to y'all, ask the questions because I want to see what the fan think. I want to see what everybody think. You get what I'm saying? So y'all remember that. You remember that. And again, y'all, a lot of what I'm saying has nothing to do with the individual fighters, or if they will fight each other or not. I know they will fight each other. At least I feel that way. I feel like they will when the opportunity presents itself. I truly believe they'll get in there with each other. But I just don't think a fight of that magnitude and what that would mean, I don't think that fight gets done by it being forced. And if we being honest, those guys are the best of the best. And Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson, that's the elite level of boxing. Nobody should have to be forced to make a fight that makes sense. You get what I'm saying? Tell me if I sound crazy. Why should it have to be forced? It shouldn't be. Sorry, salute, fam. Appreciate you pulling up. How you feeling, man? TWT family, drop the flame for you. My bad, y'all. My bad. Right. They ain't moving. I just don't see him doing anything that could put his grandson, his stepson, out of position to get undisputed. You get what I'm saying? T, aka the motivation, TWT family in the building. Bro. My sis, Quee, the family, Ricky Williams, TWT family. Let me drop some flames for y'all. Where's my shit like? Up with some things that logically make some sense. You know what I'm saying? Queen, my sis, appreciate you pulling up. Top of the morning. Good Friday to everybody. Syria, you said you hanging in there. That's all you could do, man. Hang in there and be great, man. Hope everybody having a good start today, Friday, man. Good Friday. Happy Friday to the fan, man. Correct, because at the moment it wasn't ready, but they never made it. Why they never made the Shakur fight. Right. And it's just a question. It's a conversation because I love to have conversations, you know what I'm saying? And it's nothing is a one-way street with me. I like to hear what other people think for a reason because, you know, I respect the y'all perspective. So I just be wanting to hear what else people think. And again, I hear that. I hear people say, like, you know, he should have just forced their hand and things like that. And I'm like, okay, I'm not against that, right? Because I hear people. I'm not against that, but what's the likelihood of that happening? And then my thing was, would it actually result into an actual fight? And the reason I'm saying that, it has nothing to do with the actual fighter and Devin Haney not wanting to fight. I just think you got a guy in Bob Arum, because like let's just make sense of this, right? If Undisputed was done for Shakur at 130, why wouldn't it be done for him at 35? And would he really be willing to move Loma out the way to allow that man the opportunity to become undisputed? Because no doubt in my mind, if him and Haney was to fight at 135, that would be for all the titles. So my thing is, would he could go up there and try to force their hand, but would it ultimately result in a fight? When you're dealing with a promoter, when it pertains to a certain specific fighter, chasing down Undisputed, it was stupid. You get what I'm saying? So I'm like, if it was stupid, then do it change now that he's at 35? Can he now chase Undisputed, or is it still stupid? It doesn't make any sense, except if it's Lomachenko. So What I'm saying is the fight not happening actually wouldn't be on the fighters as much as I think it would be the guy that is could sign off on the shit. You get what I'm saying? And I think these dudes be being slick. You know, it's little technicalities. It's maybe a move he could have made to ensure a fight and try to force it. But again, y'all, when we talk about 50-50 fights and the best fighting the best, why should anybody have to force anybody to fight? Do Devin Haney seem like the kind of fighter that you got to force to get in the ring with somebody? I don't think so. You get what I'm saying? Do Shakur Stevenson seem like the kind of fighter you got to force or convince or persuade or coerce to get in the ring with somebody? I don't think so. I think for the fight to happen, it's just like any other. Well, I ain't gonna say just like any other situation because I think them two dudes carry it a bit differently than the average guy, a lot differently than the average guy. But I think one true way to actually get that fight is for it to actually present itself. To be honest, that fight present itself is no reason why we can't get it. You get what I'm saying? And that's where I'm at with it. I'm not into blaming, because we don't get nowhere by doing that. I don't want to shit on either one of the dudes. I think they real dudes. I think they real fighters. I think they will get in there with any and everybody. I think given an opportunity, the right opportunity, enough to it really being opening up for them to fight, I think they'd be more than willing to get in there with each other. That's just what I believe. But I titled this live a certain way because a lot of times we have these unreal expectations versus reality. And sometimes our expectations is not that the thought in itself is that is unreal. It's the timing in which we want all of these things be unreal. You get what I'm saying? We can't get it all right now. And if these dudes can get a couple of these other guys out of the way, so in an effort to kind of create a path to make the even better fights, get these this so-called business out of the way. Because once you get this so-called business out of the way, there's more real business for you to handle at the top of the division. And that's just where I'm at with it. You know what I'm saying? That's where I'm at with it. I'm bad about Eubank still. Eubank. I'm waiting on the side, the little community, just working on my face. Man, salute to you, Sari. Man, appreciate you, Brody. Man, appreciate you, man. I'm going back this week if you want. Let me know. Okay. Yes, sir. I'm gonna pull up T, man. Appreciate y'all, bros. But yeah, again, man. So expectations versus reality. We would expect a Tank Davis, maybe a Devin Haney. We'd expect maybe a Shakur Stevenson. You know, you got a certain amount of people that expected or wanted or thought that he should have just tried to force their hand and make the fight, right? You got all of us truly wanting the Three Kings to mix it up. That's our expectations, to be able to see 50-50 fights. We're not unrealistic for wanting 50-50 fights. We're not unrealistic for wanting to see the best fight the best. We're not unrealistic, but I just feel like just a bit of patience is going to reveal some things. I think a bit of patience is going to allow us to see some of these fights that we want kind of manifest and take shape and happen. And I think being a bit patient is going to allow us to really see who's real and who really standing on business, who really came in here in the year 2023 to really stand on business and make a mark, you know what I'm saying, and have a hell of a year. So, you know, is boxing delivering so far? Man, I think it's in the right spot. We not ever going to get it all, right? And I just know that by now. I know that. But that don't mean we can't get a whole lot of what we want. You know what I'm saying? A whole lot of what we want by just holding these guys accountable and really making the voices be heard, man. We not paying for BS 2023, man. We not on it. You ain't taking our money no more, man. You're not just giving us anything and telling us to pay for it. It's no more of that. You're going to give us fights that's meaningful, fights that make sense, fights that, you get what I'm saying, are worth the dollar, the dime that we spending, and worth our time too. You get what I'm saying? We can't get our time back. We can always make more money. We can't get our time back. So if I'm going to spend my time watching the sport I love the most, I'm gonna be a heavy advocate for them putting the best absolute fighters in there with the best when the opportunities truly present themselves. You get what I'm saying? And that's all. That's just where I'm at. That's how you get them fights, being realistic about it. You get what I'm saying? We can't have everything right now. Loma need to get scalped. They've been telling people how great he is, man. Dev ain't trying to hear that shit. He want his head. And I want to see it. Beat his ass. You already know the Ryan and Tank situation. Man, he might be brave enough to get in there. Beat his ass. You get what I'm saying? Shakur Stevenson, you couldn't get a fight at 35. People was acting crazy. You got one in Yoshino. Beat his ass. Because after you done beating his ass, you got more work to do, bro. That's just the beginning of your trip, your journey at 35. You know what I'm saying? Man, Lions taking that. Lions in the camp on y'all, man. Salute to my baby girl, my queen. How you feeling, baby girl? Appreciate you. Extra, y'all. So this for you. How you feeling, baby girl? Appreciate you. I'm mad. I nobody pushing for the best to fight the best. We can have different perspective, but want the same shit. And that's where I'm at with it, bro. That's why I know when I present these questions to people, I know it's a way I set the table, and I know it's a certain perspective that I may have and share with y'all. But I know how to leave room for the conversation. I know how to leave room for the diverse opinions that's gonna come, especially with loaded questions and things like what we want to see versus what we get. And like, you get what I'm saying? This shit to make you think. But again, y'all, the domino effect is real. I'm gonna keep highlighting how I did that live, and it's relevant. It's timeless. That topic is timeless. You get what I'm saying? The domino effect goes on every day in boxing. You get what I'm saying? You don't get a fight that you're supposed to get. Like, look at the domino effect with AB. You got people criticizing the hell out of AB. Ah, man, they went to the bottom of the barrel, disrespecting the hell out the young king. Won't y'all look at it as that's a young boy that got an opportunity that he wouldn't have got an opportunity had these two fights not fell out. He started with Red Catch, then moved on to Lundy, Hank Lundy. We all know Hank Lundy. We know Red Catch. Would have been two live bodies. Then he moved on to Michael Williams Jr. It's an opportunity for a young kid. That's an opportunity of a lifetime, bro, for him. And it's an opportunity for AB to get a win under his column, back in the win column. You get what I'm saying? And continue his career. So, again, man, it's all about perspective. But did you see the domino effect? We were supposed to get one fight with AB. And matter of fact, if we want to be real, it started with Omar Figueroa. Look at the domino effect, y'all. We're supposed to get AB and Omar Figueroa. Instead, you got Omar and who was it that beat the hell out of Omar Figueroa? I don't even remember, man. I kind of forget, but you see what happened there. Then he moved on from Figueroa. You know what I'm saying? He moved on from Figueroa to Red Catch. Then that fell out. Then he moved on to Hank Lundy. Then that fell out. Now he had Michael Williams Jr. It's the domino effect is real. When you don't get something that you're supposed to get, you're going to end up having to settle for some second and third tier shit. That's just what it is in boxing. That's how it go, unfortunately. You know what I'm saying? Especially when we talk about the domino effect. Y'all get a lot of people rooting for him. Yeah, he do. He do. I'm rooting for y'all, y'all. I'm rooting for y'all. I'm rooting for y'all. Ryan need a nap. That's all I'm saying. I think so too, AJ. I think Haney will look a lot better at 40. I think he'll look healthier. I think it's a real chance that he could hit a bit harder. I think he could be a bit physically stronger. I ain't saying he's going to all of a sudden become some puncher, but I think he could continue to get the respect of the people that he going in there against, and he going to need that. You get what I'm saying? He going to need it. Yeah, our some facts, man. Mike Williams got our support. That's a fact, man. Lipinets, fact, man. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, Lipinets beat his ass. Right. So he stopped, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, that's the domino effect is real in boxing. And a lot of times we have these expectations that are not unreal, y'all. Our expectations are not unreal, but the timeline in which we expect things sometimes are unrealistic. We can't get it all right now, and we should be cool with that. You know what I'm saying? But again, when the opportunities truly present itself for these fights to be made, I want to see them. You get what I'm saying? That's where I'm at with it. I definitely 100% want to see these fights. And he can't avoid the PBC at 40. Man, you know what? He can't, and I don't think he will try. I don't think he's going to try. I really believe in Haney as a fighter. I believe in his mental. I believe that he believes in his skill set. I believe his confidence is real. And I truly believe that he's going to test himself. He's going to have to. The dude, he set the bar already so high that, you know what I mean? If he even remotely slightly start moving funny, it's going to be so noticeable because he's been moving so consistently like a real boss, champion type dude for years. You know what I'm saying? So I expect him to continue to do that. I expect him to continue to try to even be greater than he's been thus far. You know what I'm saying? Dungeon Talk with Doom. Salute to you, bro. We appreciate you pulling up. Good Friday to the fam. Y'all punch the like button. I just wanted to come here for this early conversation. I had a run a couple runs to get out the way early, and I wanted to definitely try to make it back here to double up on the lives on this Friday for the fan, man. I'm trying to put this work in, y'all. Well, we gonna work when don't hang, fight the best fighters. Yeah, I mean, shit, that's never my argument for me. Because again, if I start asking that question, then it's gonna look like I'm kind of trying to slight them, and that's not where I'm at with it. I'm just saying I feel like all these dudes, the expectations is like, maybe you got some people that expect a Haney and Tank now because they've been talking shit. Maybe they want Haney and Shakur because they had the live with Bill on it. You get what I'm saying? Maybe they just want to see it because it's real 50-50 fights and they know that's the best fight and the best. And there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. But I feel like the reality is we're not getting the fights, those fights, but they don't mean they ain't going to happen. And I think them getting these scalps out of the way, it kind of, the walls continue to close in more because there are less opponents in between each other, stopping them from getting to each other. There's less, you get what I'm saying? As the fights go on, the years go on, it's less and less reason, less and less excuse, people playing their cards every hand possible. You get what I'm saying? You just, at some point, it's going to show. And I feel like 2023 is really going to reveal a lot of truths. It's going to exploit a lot of people that's really not trying to do what they say they're trying to do. And I feel like as the fights go on, you get where I'm going? You got less and less opponents where you can search for and try to find to fight. You get what I'm saying? And you get closer to having to stand on business. You have to. You have to. You get what I'm saying? You got to. Don't forget, Otto fight to this Friday. He fight today. Been dusted my feet. I appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, bro. G5 Jet, my bro Fizzle. What's good with it, man? Talking. Yeah, and I get that. But I really wasn't like the way I'm driving this conversation is not really an attempt to blame the fighters. It's more so to try to get some clarity into why things don't happen. And I think it's bigger than just ducking. You get what I'm saying? I think it's more complex than that. That's a surface level answer at this point. You get what I'm saying? To say somebody's ducking. So I think, like I said, where my mind is at, Combat Two-Back, salute to you, Brody. Appreciate you pulling up. Good Friday to the bros. D, man, what's good with it, family? How you feeling, my bro? Appreciate you stopping through. So, yeah, man. So what I was saying is, when these dudes get this alleged business, this quote-unquote business out the way, you got more business, real business to take care of. And it's going to be business that you got to stand on because of the things that came out your mouth. And I think they've all said things that hasn't happened. But do that mean that they capping or they're not willing to fight each other? I think no. I just really, my stance is always going to be the same. When I really see that opportunity and that window present itself, and I see one of the guys not take it, I'm gonna jump at the bit at the opportunity to hold them accountable for it. You get what I'm saying? And I think like I keep saying, it's the reason I said be patient. That's the reason I said get these dudes another fight or two. Because again, you running out of excuses, opponents, you running out of cards to play, you running out of avenues to take, streets to turn down. You get what I'm saying? It's gonna really come to a halt. Like all this shit can't continue. And you get what I'm saying? Time is running out, and people are gonna expect all of these guys to stand on business. Not just one weight class, all across the board. Everybody, I was saying this the other day, everybody got to stand on business, man. They got to. You get what I'm saying? We calling this shit out across the board. Expectations versus reality. You get what I'm saying? We might have expected a Tank and Haney. Like I said, we might have expected a Tank and Shakur, any of the kings mixing it up, right? And we not unreal to expect those things. But I think the timeline is what we need to make sense of. You get what I'm saying? The actual timeline and opportunity. And when that said timeline, opens up and that opportunity presents itself, we really gonna get an opportunity to see who don't want what. And that goes for everybody. It's just not that this is all of boxing. This is an all of boxing thing. You get what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm gonna keep saying this. The domino effect in boxing is real. When we don't get something that we expect or we feel like we should get, we left to deal with second tier and third tier shit. Now, and I feel like this year could This year, a lot of this shit is going to be called out. We going to see it, man. Like, expectations versus reality. We expected Bud and EJ, right? But we got Crawford Evaneson. You get what I'm saying? Now we might get EJ and Thurman, right? Now they talking about the WBA mandating Alexis Rocha to fight, you know what I mean, Terrence Crawford. The fact that that's even going that way is alarming, bro. It's alarming. You get what I'm saying? The domino effect is real, and it still continues. Because one major fight did not happen, just look at the slew of shit that took place since then in the fights that we got. And it ain't been all bad, but it's just a real thing in boxing where they try to give us second and third tier shit while they make reasons why they shouldn't give us what we supposed to get. Get what I'm saying? It's weird and it's frustrating. It really is, especially when they asking for you to pay for shit. I mean, yeah, Buckle B Breezy's better hit the like. I appreciate you, my bro. All love to the family in the building, man. And I just wanted to have this good early conversation before I go head out and get this little runs out the way. And I'm gonna try to double up, like I said, man. So I'm gonna be here a little bit longer because I just wanted to make sense out of this. And again, I like to have the conversations where we can at least try to figure out, you know, avenues or things that need to take place for us to get the fights. Because I'm elevated my conversation. I'm past blaming, because, you know, that doesn't get you nowhere. We be here all day going back and forth about, you know what I mean? I just want to have the conversations that's real enough to move the needle forward and push the ball in the right direction, man. Peace to the Brody, man. Peace to you, Jeff. Appreciate you pulling up, my boy. And again, the reality, you know, we know what our expectations is. And again, I must keep saying this, what we expect is not unreal. Any of us that expect the best to fight the best, we should expect that. You get what I'm saying? And we should expect that unapologetically, because they unapologetically demand our money, right? Unapologetically, they demand our money. So again, we just holding people accountable and just demanding people to stand on business and give us the fights that they're supposed to get. There's no reason why we should even be having to hear about a damn Terrence Crawford and Alexis Rocha even being a fucking potential fight. That's bogus as hell. That's mind blowing how we this is where we at in boxing. But you know what? I mean, that's the direction he go. Have at it, man. I mean, at that point, it will be no excuse that he can make to justify his moves and his last two opponents, and neither one of them being Errol Spence. And that's just where I'm at. Moving on past that, these kings, I truly think they're going to fight each other. I'm optimistic. I'm a glass half full kind of dude. I don't really want to spend too much time blaming either of these guys, but I really do feel like the walls are closing in on each of these divisions and in terms of top competition, mixing it up. And it's really about to be a real demand that these dudes get in there and fight each other, man. And again, we not wrong. And I'm right with y'all. I'm right with y'all. We right on board. We all want the same things, right? Best fighting, the absolute best, man. We support all of boxing. We just want to see, we want to get our money's worth, man. That's it. That's all. BC, my bro, TWT family. What's good with it, bro? Good Friday to the bro. Appreciate you stopping through, man. And I appreciate all y'all and y'all, you know, y'all adding y'all perspectives, because that's what it's all about. And I say this so much because I want to really beat this through people's head. Like, when I do content, it ain't a one-way street. If you have something different to add, I appreciate and welcome it. I actually want that, because the more diverse we are with any of these topics, the better the conversation. You're going to always hear me saying that. So I don't mind nobody, like, you know, having a difference of opinion, but elevating your level of conversation is understanding you don't have to disagree with somebody to make a point and stand on what you stand on. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing wrong with it. Working at the high school today, so you can listen in. Now, salute to you, Brody. Salute to you. Appreciate you pulling up while you're at work. I just wanted to try to get this early conversation in, like I said, so I could go handle a thing or two. Then I'm going to try to get back to it, man. But I wanted to just have this real conversation because, again, you know, I think I made some real points. And again, it's about the conversation. It's not an attempt to blame or point the finger. It's an attempt to make sense out of things. And again, one of the things I touched on when I started this live was, you know, I hear people saying, you know, Shakur should have, forced their hand, went up to 130, kept his belts, shouldn't have fought. He shouldn't have fought Conceição if he truly wanted to fight Devin Haney. I understand that. I'm with you there. I'm with you. He could have forced their hand because he had the belts to do so, right? But all I'm saying is, I think that would that really resulted into the fight, or is that just something people are saying because they felt like that's something he should have did and didn't do? You know what I'm saying? I'm all for it if it really would result in a fight. And the reason why I got some, I'm hesitant to believe that would be the case because, again, when it pertains specifically to Shakur Stevenson, if he was going from 130 to 135 to force somebody's hand, you got to think his promoter just said undisputed for him at 130 was stupid. So no doubt in my mind, if he was fighting Devin Haney, which is the undisputed champion, clearly, if you was fighting him, you would be fighting for undisputed, right? The same undisputed that when you was just in a previous weight class, your promoter was on record saying it was stupid when it pertains to you. So my thing is, would trying to force their hand really result in a fight? Could he truly force Bob's hand as well? Do we have that kind of power? And again, that's a question. That's not me having an answer to the question. That's me really, I can tell you what I think. You get what I'm saying? I can't really tell you what the absolute answer is, but I think that's a real conversation. And that's real perspective. That's something that I didn't hear nobody touch on. I hear people say what he could have did, but I ain't hear it go too much further than that. You get what I'm saying? And I'm not saying I got all the answers. I just want to know, like I said, would that actually result in a fight for a young guy, undisputed at 135 for his first fight there, if the promoter that he's lined up with just said it was dumb for him at 130? You get what I'm saying? Does that make sense? So would those rules then change at 35? You get what I'm saying? And especially when you got a guy like Lomachenko right there, he right in position to try to fight for undisputed. And if it's anybody I ever felt like Bob Arum try to put in position time and time again since he been an active fighter is Lomachenko. Look how many opportunities the dude started getting he started getting title shots from the rip. You get what I'm saying? Get what I'm saying? So it's like, that's where I'm at with it. I'm not saying it's not even about the fighters. It's the situation. Would that actually work? Because you got a guy, I feel like Bob would try to stop it. I feel like he would stop that. He wouldn't be okay with that because then again, that would knock his man Lomachenko out of position to be able to get them belts. Because if I think, just hypothetically, let's say he go force their hand and he never fights Conceição, right? Let's say hypothetically, right? Because this is a hypothetical. He fight Haney and then beat him. That, fighting either of those guys already is a tough fight for Loma. You get what I'm saying? So I just don't know. You get what I'm saying? I don't know who he feel more comfortable with Loma getting in there with, but I just wouldn't see it working out that easy. And that's just me. And again, if you see it different, like, it's cool because I respect it. Jared Ugas say he wants all that smoke at 147 versus Boots, Thurman, Virgil, Stanionis, and be a good scrap versus Boots. It would be the true test that Boots really wants. Yeah, I did hear him, and salute to him, Kev. Like, Ugas, a dog, got a dog mentality. The dog fold, my bro. Salute to you, man. How you feeling? Appreciate you stopping through. How y'all bros feeling, man? How y'all bros feeling? Yeah, that'd be a good scrap, man. The fact that Ugas is, a guy that just came off a beating, like he just took eye bleeding crazy, getting all broken and battered up like that, for him to still have that wherewithal and want to actually get in there and do something with somebody is crazy. Do something with the top guys is crazy. So I respect it. Right. Boom. Bingo. And remember, I don't even know if y'all remember, I did a live on this because I heard Vila's people speaking that how long they had for Rashidi and how long they would potentially have for Boots. They said about 12 to 13 week camp or something like that for Boots. And they were saying that's the direction that they wouldn't mind going. Now y'all hearing, I don't know if y'all seen the video. I did see that that's a potential rumor too, T. And I said that too. I did a whole live. I'll be ahead of this shit a little bit, just a little bit sometimes. Y'all really did that. Y'all could go check it out. Boots and Vila is in one of the thumbnails, man. I said it. That could be a potential fight. And that'd be a good fight for Boots, man. It'd be a good fight, man. Good, strong fight. R. West, salute, fam. Appreciate you stopping through. How you feeling, man? Good Friday to the family. Y'all punch that like button with your favorite punch. The jab, the hook, the uppercut. You know what I mean? Give your boy just his just due. Punch that like button one time, man. You know, appreciate all y'all pulling up for this early cook, man. I usually don't come on this early. I wanted to get this out the way. This was something I had last night, and I was going to try to do it, but I ain't make it to do it. So I said, let me get it out the way early, go get my running out the way, and we going to keep rocking. Ashley's Corner, salute to the queen. How you feeling, Ash? Appreciate you stopping through. Man. But yeah, y'all, you know, just to kind of put a cap on this, you know, my thought process when I started this was, you know, just to highlight expectation versus reality. And again, just to make sense out of it. A lot of times the things that we expect, especially when we all in agreement that the best need to be fighting the best, that's not unrealistic at all. You get what I'm saying? That's not unrealistic, but I do think the timeline sometimes is unrealistic for these things to happen. And sometimes people, you know, we greedy sometimes, you know, because we so often we get gypped out of our money, and we oftentimes don't always get our money's worth. And we deal with second and third tier fights so often that when it's any small inkling or opportunity for any of these top guys to get in there with each other, we want to see that shit immediately. But I'm just a firm believer in, you know, when these kings of boxing and any of these weight classes mix it up, it's not going to be a situation where it has to be forced is my way of thinking. Because like I said before, you know, with people that share that train of thought that, you know, Shakur should have just forced their hand, I'm pretty sure even if y'all don't agree, I pretty much just made sense how I think that would still be problematic if he did try to go that route, simply because the guy that's in charge with that can make things happen for him just wouldn't be cool with that, in my opinion. Now, maybe you know, again, that's just my opinion. So it's like, and then also, you know, when it forcing it, like, you know what I'm saying? To me, it's like, I don't look at Devin Haney as a guy that you're going to have to force to fight you, if that makes sense. You get what I'm saying? I don't look at Shakur Stevenson as a guy that you're going to have to force to fight you. So it's like, I know people said that was a possibility and that was an avenue that he actually could have taken. And I get it. I'm not against it, you know, but I have hesitations. I have, you know, reason to believe, you know, that shit just wouldn't work out that way. And some things, like I said, in boxing, they're true, but some things sound cool or sound good when you say it out loud. And it sound like simple solutions, but we all know a fight of that magnitude wouldn't just be that simple to me. And we know that. We just know it wouldn't be that simple. It wouldn't be as simple as just doing that. And I really don't think so, simply because one of the players that's involved is a Loma. Now, I will say this, because I'm just due for a reason. I try to see things and call it on both sides. Now, I will say this. Say if it was somebody else that Dad was set to fight or supposed to be fighting, and it wasn't Lomachenko, it wasn't a guy that, you know, we know that Bob Arum is just infatuated with. He loved everything about Loma. You get what I'm saying? Anytime you put that guy in the same breath as a Muhammad Ali and a Pretty Boy Floyd, and even going so far to say he would beat Pretty Boy, you think the world of that guy. You think the absolute world of that guy. So all I'm saying is, when I look at the way that relationship is with them and how big he is on Loma, I have a hard time believing, and maybe again I could be wrong, I have a hard time believing that he would then move that guy that he loves that much out the way for Shakur. Do that sound like that makes sense? I just don't see him doing that. I don't see him doing that. I'm not saying it's for sure, we don't know, but I just don't see it for those reasons. And like I said, I never sit up here like I got all the answers, but I try to come with my logic and reason to the point where even if you disagree or you don't see it that way, you can see how that made some sense to you. And that's all I try to do, is make sense out of things that people sometimes don't hit on. We don't all catch everything. You get what I'm saying? I heard it one way saying what he could do, but I ain't never really hear people get into if that would actually happen and would it actually work. And like I said, I just think I gave a couple reasons why, or the main reason why I felt like it wouldn't work. It wouldn't be either of the fighters not wanting it, obviously. You get what I'm saying? It wouldn't be that. I think it would be a guy like Bob Arum getting in the way because, you know, I ain't saying he don't rock with Shakur, but he clearly don't feel the way about Shakur he feel about Loma. You get what I'm saying? So at least to my understanding, from what I can hear, I heard him speak and how I heard him speak over the years, and not to say that he don't think highly of Shakur, but we all know, man, that's his grandson. Pamper Bob, love him some Vasil High-Tech Lomachenko, bro. And he can't get enough of him, man. Like I said, I just had a weird time believing that he would be willing to then maneuver his grandson, aka step grandson, out of the way just for anybody, for anybody else, not that guy. If it was somebody else, then I believe forcing a hand would actually work, and maybe you could put yourself in a situation where you like, but this is the pound for pound great that we talking about. I just don't see him getting moved out of the way. That's just me. And again, nothing is one way with me. If somebody came in here and gave me a logical breakdown of why you think it would happen, I would be like, yeah, I'm with that. I hear you. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it is with me. It's nothing is one way. It's always a conversation, and it's things that need to be touched on, because I like to try to have conversations that lead toward possible solutions instead of just being stagnant on blaming the fighters and just petty shit for why it don't happen. I want to focus on what actually needs to happen to get these fights. You know what I mean? And some of it is just, I think, us being a bit patient, even though we've been patient enough. I understand that. But I think with a bit more patience, we're going to get a lot of what we want. We're not going to give it all. We're not going to get it all, y'all. We never do. But we're going to get a lot of what we want, man. I believe that. It comes with great angles and various topics. I appreciate that, R. West. I try to, man. I try to give y'all a reason to want to tune in every day, Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, man. Your facts. That's his grandson. That's all. It's the love affair that he has with that guy that makes me feel like he ain't doing nobody no solids if it ain't Loma. You get what I'm saying? And like I said, I also never heard nobody bring up that point. Like, I hear you saying he can force him. He can force his hand. He could have forced their hand and not fought Conceição. But like I said, if for y'all that didn't hear it, remember when it came to Undisputed at 130 for Shakur, he said it was stupid. He on record saying that shit. This is why he was in there fighting a Conceição instead of competing for one of the other titles. You get what I'm saying? He would have been defending his had he not missed the weight. You get what I'm saying? Because Undisputed is stupid. It doesn't make any sense when it's Shakur. But when it's 135 and it's Lomachenko, Undisputed is great. So that's just him not keeping it consistent. That doesn't fall on Shakur. That doesn't fall on Haney. That fall on the guy. You get what I'm saying? Because out of his love for Loma, I just don't, you know what I mean? I don't see him moving him out of the way for somebody. And maybe I'm wrong as hell, but that's just an angle that I had. And that's something I wanted to share with y'all, because I know it make some type of logical sense. You get what I'm saying? The man sound like he didn't want him to be undisputed in the previous weight class. Why would he then allow him to kind of jump the line or jump past the guy that he got set in place to compete? You know what I mean? Because to be honest, I think this is Loma's like last opportunity at being undisputed, to be real with you. I think this will be one of his last opportunities. I think the discipline of Devin Haney is going to take this fight for him. I think that's going to put him in a position to be great and beat this dude. And now that's one less scalp you got to worry about. You get what I'm saying? Johnny Q, my bro. Appreciate you pulling up, man, for the early cook. Appreciate you, bro. I'm in here about to wrap up, man, so I could watch one of my bros come on. But I definitely wanted to have this conversation with the fam. I thought it needed to be had. I thought it was worth having. You know what I'm saying? I think the title, like I said, was spot on. Expectations versus reality. And again, I just wanted to hammer down that our expectations are not what's unreal. Sometimes, just sometimes, the timeline in which we expect certain things to happen is unreal. That I do believe. And that's not even always the case. Sometimes we spot on for wanting what we want when we want it. But I think in some cases we got to be a bit more patient, because and when I say that, that's me trying to understand the business side of things just a bit more. You get what I'm saying? So I could have a better grip and grasp on how things work, especially when we talking about fights of this magnitude, when we talking about the absolute best that boxing has to offer. And that's what I think we got with them kings, with the kings in any division. The kings of all these divisions is the best that boxing has to offer. And I think, sometimes there are just things that get in the way to slow these fights up from happening. And no, I'm not cool with it. You know what I mean? Anything that stops us from getting a good fight, I'm not cool with. You know what I mean? The right fight. I'm never going to be cool with that. But I think with a bit of patience and our willingness to try to understand the business side of things a bit more, will give us would afford us the patience that we need to, you know what I mean, to wait a little bit more for some of this action to take place. And again, if we got it all right now, shit, what do you have to look forward to? You know, that's how I look at that sometimes too. And I ain't saying duck each other and let everything marinate. I'm just saying when those opportunities truly present themselves, jump on it right then and there. You get what I'm saying? That's where I'm at with it. My bad. I had to get some water, y'all. I had to get some water. But yeah. And like I said, that was do we know what our expectations are, right? We've been expecting things since the end of last year, starting with EJ and Bud. But the reality is we got Bud Avaneson. We're gonna get EJ Thurman. Now they're talking. Well, we know Loma and Loma's supposed to get scalped by Dad. We know, Shakur fighting Yoshino. We know Tank's supposed to give Ryan a dirt nap. You get what I'm saying? That's the reality of things. Those are the fights that we are left with. And if you want to be honest, those might not be our number one choice in terms of fights, but I think they're still they count for something. They're in place for a reason. I think it's some significance to Ryan getting knocked out, taking a dirt nap. I really do. You know what I'm saying? Some people might think differently. I think it's plenty of significance in Dev scalping Loma. Like, I don't know if y'all seen it, but that man said out his own mouth, hey, look, beating this dude is going to get me the respect of the boxing where I deserve. So all that he's old and trying to do all right, that's not going to work with me. Nah, don't try that, Mr. Pound for. That's Mr. Pound for pound. That's Mr. Pound for pound great, as a matter of fact. That's Mr. I could lose a fight and they damn near erase it off my resume. They actually tried that one time. This is, I could lose twice. You know what I mean? And fight 3 tune-ups. And then as soon as it's time to fight a real young lion, I want to say I need more time. No, I don't want to hear that. This dude fresh off, 3 tune-ups in a row, bro. Talking about he need more time. More time for what? To get your ass beat? You had all the time you needed. You took too much time. You took your time. That's the problem. You took your time getting to the pros. You asshole. Turning pro at 26. Old ass rookie. You know what I'm saying? Now get your ass in there and get scalped by that young boy. Stop playing around. He ain't no heavyweight. I'm not trying to hear that. Don't be intimidated because you ain't stood in front of him and he's in that ring. You wasn't comfortable. I get it. But nah, you missed the high tech. You missed the matrix. You get what I'm saying? Nah, get your ass in there. Get your ass in there with Mr. Pillow Fisted, Chenny Pillow Fisted. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Silver Spoon in his mouth. Beat his ass, right? He had it all gifted to him anyway, right? He ain't work for nothing. Go in there and beat his ass. Go in there and whoop Dev ass. He ain't work hard. He ain't put the work in. He ain't put the work in the same way you did. Nah, he ain't do that. He had it all handed to him, yo. He ain't fight nobody, right? Go ahead in there and beat that young boy ass if it's like that. That's all I'm saying. Just go beat his ass. Oscar, Ryan, y'all know how I feel. Go get that nap. Y'all be better because of it. Shakur, get your feet wet. Get there. Go in there and beat Ichiro Yoshino. Go beat his ass. You know what I'm saying? Go beat his ass and embarrass him and give these dudes one more reason why they should be avoiding fighting your ass. Because he without having a fight, he was the smoke, man. He went through a number of opponents. So again, this is just to the detractors. If you shitting on the opponent, you gotta then rewind and shit on all the guys that turned him down. You can't shit on the guy for taking a fight of the only guy that said yes to him. That shit is weird to me. There in no way, shape, or form can you shit on Shakur Stevenson's opponent when he was willing to fight guys that y'all said would challenge him. And that's just to the detractors, the Pitbull Cruzes of the world. Oh, remember, Mr. 100 punches a round, Williams and Pater. I'm trying to tell you, that'd be a tough fight. Blah, blah, blah. As soon as he had the opportunity, he told Shakur don't mention his name unless he's willing to send a contract. You get a contract sent and the dude go on mute. Talking about they want to go in another direction. Pitbull Cruz and his pops talking about they can make more money. Nah, go get your ass beat. That's what you could go do. So again, all this boxing is about perspective. It's a very layered sport. It's so much surface level information that that's all people deal with. You cannot shit on that man for the opponent that he's fighting when that's the only dude that said yes after we've seen a number of guys turn him down that people said, well, I, in fact, challenge him and give him a good test. What else is he supposed to do? Sit there forever? You got to fight. And that's why I say he continue to be the smoke. That's why, hands down, that's my favorite fighter. I'm going to continue to rock with him because he move accordingly. And I could vouch for him heavily. He ain't never ducked nobody. I heard somebody said he ducked a certain somebody that's bogus. You know, he ain't never ducked nobody in his career. There's no fighter that's active in boxing I could tell you with confidence and be telling the truth that Shakur Stevenson ducked me. You will be telling a damn lie. And I'll argue with anybody. And I don't even do no debates or arguing. But if that's what you pushing, I'm shooting that down. Prove it. You got to show me. Boots would choose Ugas over Vila. Vila needs rematch. Ellis first before moving to Boots. Yeah, I think Rashidi he want the rematch. I'm trying to situate a date so I could get him up here, Speedy Rashidi. You know what I'm saying? So right, Stormy B man, salute to the sensei. How you feeling, OG? Appreciate you pulling up this morning. Tay Tay, the queen of MMA combat. Salute to you, Tay Tay. Appreciate your style. Better with the flames a little bit. I be forgetting y'all. I be forgetting. But yeah. So you can't shit on my boy for who he fighting right now. You get what I'm saying? What else was he supposed to do? You can't force nobody to fight you. And again, there's nothing wrong with holding fighters accountable and critiquing them accordingly, but you gotta place blame and criticism accordingly. You gotta put it and focus the energy in the right area. You can't be mad at the guy that accepted whoever was willing to raise their hand and sign on the dotted line. So if that just happened to be Yoshino, I mean, look, he's 16-0, 12 knockouts. What else could he do? You know what I'm saying? Go in there, get you know what I mean, handle business, Shakur, continue to be great. Show them why you're one of the best fighters in the world. And I believe this fight will be taking place at the Prudential Center, which I went to the last time Shakur fought. I was in the building. I definitely feel like I'm going to be there for that one as well. Because I got to. I hope they put a good card together and all that, man. I'm looking forward to a dope undercard because the last time I seen him fight there, he had a real good undercard, man. So we're going to see where he goes from here, man. We're going to see what's in store for all these kings after they get their business out the way and which direction they head. And I think a lot of this shit about to get interesting. Boxing about to heat up a little bit, I think. And I think some people going to get they cards pulled. I think it's some fighters that's going to get their card pulled. I think some people going to get their bluffs called, and you already seeing it. I mean, you seen it already with Teofimo. They went from cloud chasing Regis, getting in his comment section, talking about he's slow and all this other shit, to saying the fight ain't going to happen and complaining about money, to then turning around in that same interview saying that he wants to fight and the fight going to happen. So, again, 2023 is the year standing on business, shooting down false narratives. This is the year that we end this clout chasing era. That shit need to be put to bed. If you're not willing to step in there and get your ass beat, don't mention the fighter at all. If you're not really about it, don't speak on it. Don't call nobody out because we're going to hold you accountable over here. And that's all year. That's every boxer in every weight class. Whoever at the top, whoever calling for smoke and not moving accordingly, you just going to be called out. Will you be torn down as a fighter? No, but your character will be in question. We will hold dudes accountable, man. At the end of the day, we could feel this way and we got a voice because we are the consumer. We pay for fights. We go to fights. We spend our money. We spend hours on end talking about these dudes, and we damn sure could demand that they stand on business, that they be men of their words. And I can't even say nothing about the women because they ain't doing nothing but putting on. And not to pit the men versus the women, but just to highlight the women are truly putting on. They gave us great boxing last year. These undisputed fights that these women gave us, the Amanda Serrano, Katie Taylor fight. You get what I'm saying? Clarissa Shields, shut off, put that to bed. The girl that built her career off a lie. You get what I'm saying? Off a lie. A fight she never really won in actuality. I went and watched it. If y'all never seen Savannah Marshall fight Clarissa Shields, man, go back and watch that when they was in the amateur. Please go back and watch it. Man, she dominated that girl, and it's crazy. So, again, the women gave us great boxing last year. They starting this year off early, February 4th. Like I said, we got double 2 undisputed fights on that card. You got Alicia Baumgardner coming back to continue to be great. That's dope for boxing. You got Amanda Serrano competing for undisputed. You got Shadeja Green that I reached out from. That's from Paterson, New Jersey. You know I'm from Jersey. I'm in Jersey. It's the hometown. So salute to Shadeja Green. She getting an opportunity, and I think they could potentially setting up a fight between her and Franchon Cruz. And I already was ahead of that because I've been DM'd her when I made that video on her, you know, pointing out, calling her boxing's best kept secret as one of the women, because that's somebody that unanimously I heard no content creator speaking on. Nobody. And it's funny how soon as I DM'd her about what fight I think would be good for her, I seen a big platform say the same thing. They had her on the show and they suggested that fight. But good thing that I already hit her and suggested that because I was ahead of the curve. So her and Franchon Cruz would be highly entertaining to me, man. And when I say Shadeja Green, one of the first things that jump out to me, and this is with all due respect, when I watch her fight, she don't fight like a female to me. She don't. And she sparred a guy, so you could tell in her approach, how she move, how she carry herself in that ring. She different, man. And I just want to see her get an opportunity, win, lose, or draw. I think she's special talent. And I think the light need to be shined on her a lot brighter. You know what I'm saying? I think she deserved an opportunity, and right on par. She's on this February 4th card as well against Cedar Rules. I think is that somebody that I don't know if Clarissa fought her. One of the top females fought this girl that she's about to fight before. So it's a good thing she getting exposure. I think she needed. Is well deserved. Shadeja Green is a good talent, man. Definitely a tremendous talent in the sport, man. I just want to see her get her opportunities like the rest of the kings and queens, man. And Jay Gibson, I didn't see my boy Jay in here, man. But he had hit the Cash App. I wasn't even live, man. So I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you, T. It was Franchon, right? Okay, right. So again, man, her and Shadeja Green, man, would be that'll give us our money's worth for sure, man. I'm trying to tell y'all, Cruz just fought her. All right, she 8-1 bet. Okay, I knew I wasn't tripping. Appreciate that, bro. Knew I wasn't tripping. One of the top ladies. Okay, right. So that's who Shadeja Green fighting now. The Cedar Rules shit. February 4th, she got added to that card, which I think is a dope addition. I didn't see that coming. And right the months back, it seemed like some months back, I was just asking to see her, actually get to see her fight. And here we go. We getting it. So again, the women right back putting on, y'all. And I love it. It's great for boxing. I think boxing started off this year on a good foot. And it can always get better. It can always get better. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you, my boy. What's that? Oh, yeah, you did. Damn, I might have missed it. Bro. I might have missed it. If you was up early, I might have missed it. Yeah, she different, right? She different, bro. She got something special, man. She got something special. Right. I did that video on her a while back, some months back, right? And I think what's dope about her is I sent it to her. And I think she thought, like, she see the thumbnail, she thought it was like a poster that I just made or something. She was like, that's dope. And then she happened to go back and actually watch the video. And she was real, like, humble, and she was real appreciative, man. She told me she appreciated me and said boxing need more people like me. She won't forget that. So that just was dope. I reached. I just wanted her to see the work, and she enjoyed the video. So I think that was dope, man. And it's even more dope now that she getting her opportunity, which is good for her. It's good for women's boxing and boxing as a whole. That's another, you know what I mean, gym. You get what I'm saying? And we push for boxing to be great. That's why we not fanboys. That's why I say we not fans, y'all. We supporters, especially when you spend your money. That's like, all right, are y'all subscribers to me? Y'all not subscribers to me. You get what I'm saying? So we ain't fans. We actually support for real. Y'all supporters. That's family. You get what I'm saying? And we distant family from these dudes. We support them. We speak highly of them. You know what I mean? We go to their fights. We spend hours on end talking about them and sharing ideas. You get what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? That's what it is. Yeah, man. Yeah, Johnny, man. She often, like, you got a nice percentage of these fighters that's some real down to earth people, bro. And when you reach, they reach back. Like Rashidi was one of them. Rashidi Ellis. Like, he told me that he obviously had an announcement coming up before he could announce it, and that was the PBC announcement. And he said that to me on his own. I forgot how that even started, how the dialogue started, but Rashidi is a real one. And then my cousin reached out to him, and he said he's willing to come up here and do an interview. So, and you know, the interview is the proper word, but the formal word, but it's really a build once they come up here. So I would like to see him come up here so I could build with him, and you know, see where his head is at and see what he wants. See if he, you know, if he want the rematch, is he pushing for it? Like, what's next for him? Get what I'm saying? How was he feeling? Was he tired in the fight? Like, there's some stuff I just want to know. Now, I mean, I would love to have him come up here. So, like I said, I'm trying to work on that. I'm trying to work on getting a date and time figured out. And I get that ready, man. I'm definitely gonna let the fam know because I'm on it, man. So he's one of them ones. Shit, I done did videos about Cool Boy. He done reposted the videos. You know, some of these dudes got some real down to earth dudes. Shit, Frank Martin, another one. Frank Martin, another one. Cool dude, another good dude. I mean, Clarissa Shields been in the loop a little bit. Devin Haney, they seeing some of the Instagram posts because I'm catching on. So some of these people catching the work, man. We just got more work to put in. But again, man, Shadeja Green, man, being added to that February 4th card is dope. It's dope, man. Get an opportunity to really see her and see her up close. And again, in terms of fighters and getting opportunities, shit, Michael Williams Jr., man, salute to him, man. That young boy, man, he got a hell of an opportunity ahead of him with Broner, man. So, I mean, either way you look at it, he don't have anything to lose. Like Conor was saying, salute to Conor Local, man. I agree with him. I don't think Michael Williams got much to lose there. You know what I mean? And it's a big opportunity, and hopefully this won't be the last time he get an opportunity. You know what I'm saying? So, young kid is humble. He hungry. I know he want to be great. He got good energy, good attitude, man. And I just want to see him do well. I'm rooting for him to continue to get opportunities. And like I said, this opportunity to fight Broner is huge for him, man. So he better do his damn best to seize the moment, man. Take advantage of his opportunity put in front of him. You know what I mean? Even if he don't lose, you go out the right way. I mean, you don't win, you go out the right way. You get the respect of the people, man. You probably can grow your profile if you put on the right kind of performance against Adrian Broner, you know what I'm saying? Even for where he at, he's still a name in this sport. So let's not ever forget that. So, you know what I mean? Salute to Michael Williams Jr., salute to AB for doing his damn best to get in shape, man. And, you know, if y'all know me, man, y'all know I rock with AB heavy, man. This dude went from this beer belly, man. That's bogus. He really went from that beer belly, which you don't have no reason having a stomach like that, being that damn short, and you know what I mean, at the weight that he should be if he's on weight. But to go from that and to get to this I respect it, and it's impressive, and I'm rooting for the dude, man. I know it's an uphill battle for this dude with all the stuff that he's been through, you know, all the demons that he's battling. I'm pretty sure he's still battling them now. The mental health situations, like, it's a lot going on with AB. This is why I root for him. It's easy to write him off and shit on him, but I ain't a fan of kicking somebody when they down. I know he talking shit, but you do that make him a bad person. You know, I always hear so many good stories about the dude, and I ain't saying he's perfect, but I hear a lot of good stories. So I obviously got to be solid at the end of the day for people to respect him the way they do. You know what I'm saying? And I root for this dude too. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna see if AB back mentally and physically and emotionally where he need to be. He'd be all right, man. Come out there and put on, and you know, maybe it's a blessing in disguise. You got this young kid in front of you, you know, and then at the same time, it's like a win for the young kid too, because it's a win-win for him. You know what I mean? If he win, he beat Adrian Broner. If he lose, he still had the opportunity of a lifetime, and it's all. As long as he make a good account of himself, he'll be all right. He'll be all right. Show a good account of himself, he'll be all right. Try to work, but I hope we see something different than what we've seen from maybe these past several fights. Yeah, right. Now, I will say this. I'm not going to expect him. That's wishful thinking, R. West. I really, truly think that the Maidana fight really damaged him. You know what I'm saying? Mentally. Made him very hesitant, things like that. I think that really damaged him. I think that Vlad interview was very telling. And he do got a lot of you know, what is AB by 32, 33? But he put some miles on his body outside the ring, not living a clean lifestyle. So it was definitely an uphill battle for him. I hope he's driven. I hope he's driven and hungry and confident enough where he can really be busy enough in this fight to show that he still got some tread left on that tire. You get what I'm saying? Because this fight is going to be very telling for a number of different reasons, and it's not the assessment doesn't just stop at the level of opponent that he's in there with, because he has a lot of personal demons that he's been dealing with. So it's about AB conquering AB before he can, truly get back to where he even think he want to be at. So hopefully, like those things all align for him. Hopefully, Kevin Cunningham is able, because he seems to be able to get something pretty good out of AB and really push him. So hopefully we're able to see a performance that's worth us watching, where we could really get behind this dude and root for him. And rooting for him doesn't mean rooting against Michael Williams Jr. Like, I'm rooting for boxing as a whole. I salute both of them. I'm glad they both got an opportunity. I'm glad AB got an opportunity to get back somewhere closer to where he want to be. And, Michael Williams Jr., people, they asked him to step it up, like Conor was saying, against, competition. And then when he did, he lost. You write him off. It's like, we can't have it both ways. You can't ask for a guy to step it up. When he step it up, you shit on him. Because that's why guys be cool with protecting the O's and trying to use that as a marketing strategy, because they feel like as soon as they lose, the people ain't going to be behind them. That's the difference between fans and supporters. The supporters going to be there, win, lose, or draw, as long as you challenging yourself accordingly and moving accordingly. The fans are the ones that jump ship soon as you lose fights. You get what I'm saying? So AB lost his first fight. Guarantee you he lost some fans. Now, you get what I'm saying? He lost fans, he lost friends, he lost family. Like, look how his entourage was huge at first, AB. Man, he took that mic down and lost. Them dudes ain't even know how to handle themselves after that. All dudes all in their phone, all isolated, quiet. They don't even know how to behave because the love ain't real. It's like the ride was over. And some of them dudes I seen with him, I ain't seen them with him no more. I don't even know where them dudes is at. That's crazy, man. Those are fans. Sometimes your friends could be fans too. You know what I'm saying? Be a supporter. I don't want subscribers. I want supporters. Y'all know the difference. Is a true difference in that. I don't care about no subscribers. I never reduce what y'all do for this channel, how y'all help this channel go, call y'all subscribers. Get the hell out of here, man. We family in here because we build, and we build every day. You know what I'm saying? So AB, his circle is evaporated. You get what I'm saying? Once he lost. And that's why I always try to, y'all ever hear why I say I'm not a fan? I'm a supporter, because fans jump ship soon as it get rough. Look at Jamal Charlo, man. The man ain't lost yet. People talk about him like he ain't shit. It's frustrating. It's annoying, bro. It's really annoying. And man, I get it. Like, the big significant names have eluded him for one reason or another. I get it. But to just completely shit on the man like he ain't nothing, that's fan behavior. You get what I'm saying? The supporter is going to understand, hey, man, need to get your ass back in the ring. But we going to understand if they say he going through some things, he going through some things. And until he fight those demons, and it's like all demons can be fought in the gym and in the ring. I feel like the things that Maul might be dealing with need to be fought on his own time away from the ring. Get those things together, get your mental back aligned. Then you can get in that ring, get your physical back to align with your mental, get your emotions in check. And then you go full steam ahead, man, and go beat somebody's ass, man. Go make these dudes put the respect on your name that you do deserve. That's why I'm going to say this time and time again. I am not no fan of these dudes. I'm a supporter of theirs. As soon as it get rough, the man ain't even took a loss and people be jumping shit. They act like he trash. That we got to be more responsible as fans, yo. We be sounding crazy, yo. Yeah, you could critique him for the lack of big names on the resume. Absolutely. But you got to put that in perspective if you really trying to have a conversation. He ain't a duck. He ain't no damn duck. You get what I'm saying? You got too many fighters that had to chase one guy. And I think that their careers has suffered as a result. So I think it's time for that dude, long as he able to get himself together outside the ring, which I truly hope for, because I'm a big supporter of Lions Only and both of the Charlos. He get himself, facts, bro. Them ain't friends. You get what I'm saying? Get himself back together, man. We could see some real good fights. That's a hell of a fighter, man. I just went back was day before yesterday and did my homework and watched him fight Derevyanchenko. I just wanted to go back and watch. One of the fights where I felt like it was a really good performance. He was switched on, man. Like, I don't think people put enough respect on Charlo name, yo. And I get it. It's out of sight, out of mind. But we still got to be more responsible as fans to understand the work that man put in. You can't just disregard them and write them off like that. It's easy to do that because that ain't the right thing to do. That's poor fan behavior. You get what I'm saying? That's not a supporter. You don't shit on the man. Like, if he give you a reason to, get on his ass. And it's okay. Get on his ass. Hold him accountable. But the way people talk about Charlo, man, you would think he did something to somebody. The way Boo Boo get talked about, I get it. Self-inflicted wound, bad business moves, a number of different things. But do that mean shit on that man like that? Like, damn, the man, nobody beat him in the ring. For as bad as people say he looked, ain't nobody beat him. And he ain't been no duck. He ain't been no duck. For the better part of his career, people done avoided him. Now, he might be in a situation where I think some of his better years got away from him with inactivity and just not being on the scene. You get what I'm saying? Now you got injuries that you dealt with, new weight class. It's a lot. It's an uphill battle. You approaching the mid-30s. Shit changed, man. Shit changed. You ain't that young guy no more. So you got to make every fight count. But at the same time, the ones that shit on him, not really supporters of his like that, that's just how I feel. Like, I ain't saying you can't critique him just because you critique him, you're not a supporter. But I'm talking about the ones that completely just shit on the dude. Like, he ain't done nothing. Yeah, he ain't done nothing but become a champion in the 2 weight classes that he campaigned in and on his way to trying to get his third title in his third division. So, again, man, those are 2 dudes that, got eerily similar careers in terms of the way they materialize and kind of shook out. Look at these dudes right around the same many wins, and they suffer a lot of the same. They biggest battles, both of them, biggest battles that came outside the ring. And for me, that's why I could really root for them dudes, because it goes to show you that despite how good you are in that ring, you still got real life to deal with. And sometimes some things happen to you that just out of your control, bro. Sometimes life just smack you. You know what I'm saying? He never ducked any phase. Right. Facts. And the fact that I hear about the heart that he got in terms of how he look out for people around him. And I think that's why he lashed out a lot like that, because the people, he know that what his heart is. And when he was at the absolute top, he wasn't there by himself. He took the people with him. And it's like when he at his lowest moments, those same people that I'm willing to bet that he had at the top when he was at the top, they ain't been around when he been at his lowest moments. And I think that's why he lashed out the way he do. And Maul finally come back, though, everyone going to be back on the bandwagon, because if we being honest, Maul going to bring that spark to 168 division. Talk about it, Johnny. You know what I'm saying, Brody? Facts. Go salute, Brody. How you feeling, man? Skywalker Boxing, TWT family. What's good with it, my bro? Let me drop a flame for my bro, Skywalker. Go Boxing. What's good, BVO? How you feeling, Brody? Respect to AB. He was amazing talent. I just hope he gets the help he needs. Always, Ghost, always. And I just had that picture on there because I was wrapping up. Like, he wasn't really even part of the discussion as much, but I just happened to, highlight a little bit because he got a fight coming up. And I like to see him in this shape and getting himself closer back to where he needed to be. And again, one thing that's key, when you start seeing these fighters smile a lot, y'all, that's a very good sign, yo. That's a very positive sign when you see these dudes smiling, yo. And right now, he looking more in shape. You seen him smile a bit more. Yeah, I don't know if y'all keep up with Instagram and GT, the guy that be training them and that be doing the Claude and AB, Claude and Ray show or whatever. Man, them some funny dudes, bro. Them some funny dudes. Flossy Sports TV, my Brody. What's good with you, Floss? Flame from my Brody Flossy. What's good with the family? Yeah, 4th division. If I ain't tripping now, you right. Flossy 4th division. AB is going to the Hoff. Facts. 4th division chat. Right. 100%. Now, listen, boxing is a very demanding sport, yo. For him to be like not living a clean lifestyle, it caught up to him. It's no surprise that it caught up to him. But damn, this dude was able to achieve some things, y'all, through all his flaws and imperfections, man, through all his deficiencies, man. This man was able to give us some hell great fights, man. Never ducking nobody, no fades, man. Fought Maidana to the end, bro. Never been stopped. Only been knocked down 2 times from Maidana. Went the distance with Pacquiao without really getting buzzed. He didn't throw his hands enough. I really think he could have beat that version of Pacquiao had he let his hands go, but that's another story. This man has given us great fights, man. Salute to AB. About billions, about business, man. About boxing. Be about boxing when you get back in that ring and beat somebody's ass, man. Because, again, my energy is different, y'all. I'm in support of boxing as a whole, man. I want to see the whole sport do better. I'm not going to always be the most positive dude about everybody. I can't be perfect, but I'm going to always be real. AB is one of them ones. He's given us great fights through the years. For as much as he's underachieved, he's overachieved at the same time, if that makes sense. For a guy that just lived the way he did, man, he was able to achieve some great things, man. Demetrius going to take care of tomorrow. But look, even that, Ghost, the hell with any personal shit. You know what I know about them too? If they fight each other first, y'all already know I ran down all the reasons why their careers are so similar. But the hell with the petty shit, I'm in support of boxing. I want to see them two dudes go make a bag together. Because I don't think it's personal like that with them. I really don't. I don't. I think Andre got real respect for Charlo. He just want to fight him. You know what I'm saying? And I think the right kind of fight between them, they ain't got to become best friends or buddies, but I just want to be able to see that mutual respect in the ring when it's all said and done. And I was talking to my bro Flossie the other day on the phone, just yesterday. I was telling him that about David Benavidez and Caleb Plant. Look, people feel the way they feel about Benavidez, bro. I think that's a young, hungry, humble champion, bro. Ex-champion. You know, he's a champion because he moved like one. He's made his mistakes. You know, he's owned up to him. He's got a lot of things correct. I think that man put in amazing good work, bro. He's a hard worker. He humble. He want to win. He's a good fighter. He got a good attitude. You know, his father, that's another story. I still respect the fact that, you know, he put his sons in position to be successful. You get what I'm saying? So I respect that. I salute and tip my hat to him. But I rock with his son for sure, for sure. You know what I'm saying? But I think him and Caleb Plant could really raise each other levels on the night. I think we're going to get one. I think that's going to be one of the best fights of this year. Y'all win, lose, or draw. Despite how it go, whoever win, lose, or draw, however it go, I think that's going to be one of the best fights. And I think with the right kind of performance from both guys, I think they can at least gain each other's mutual respect from a competitor standpoint. Not friends. They don't have to be friends. But I still do want to see men be able to respect men and be like, I don't rock with you, but I respect you. You put on a hell of a fight. And I don't think that's asking for much. I ain't saying be kumbaya, but I like to see respect amongst men. Get what I'm saying? Y'all ain't did nothing that y'all can't come back from. No real blood has been shed. And even when blood is shed in the ring that night, because dude's blood is going to be shed in that ring, y'all still can respect it. You get what I'm saying? And that's just what I want to see. That's what I want to see. Those ones to you hurt you the most. In fact, Edgar, it's like when the hate coming from home base, it hurt the most, bro. Hurt the most when it's coming from home base, bro. Man, it do. Everyone took all the smoke. Facts. Showed the heart of a warrior when he moved up and fought Maidana. Facts. And nobody would have jumped up like that and fought nobody like Maidana. Warrior, man. One of the realest, man. I'm telling you. Man, kind of, because you know what? It probably wasn't genuine, bro. You get what I'm saying, BVL? And why I say that, because he just don't seem genuine. And I see something like Mikey. Like, they ain't got the best relationship, and him and a certain somebody else ain't got the best relationship, right? And I don't think that's no coincidence. Yeah, I still say underachieved, and I say under and over, though, bro. I said them both, and I hope that makes some sense, because I say underachieved because we know what his potential was. He could have did even more than that. You get what I'm saying? He could have did even more than that. But I still say overachieved because of the demons and all, him not living a clean fighter's lifestyle through and through. He still was able to achieve amazing things, like being a 4-division champion ain't nothing to sneeze at. Despite how people want to try to diminish it, I ain't trying to hear that. That man did some things that was great in boxing. He gave us great fights, very entertaining fights, and he never ducked nobody. So, you know what I mean? I rock with him, man. Rock with him. That little Charlo, because he might not know, but they try to take food from his kid's table, talking about signing him, we out. Yeah, that the weird stuff, but I guess like young ignorance. You get what I'm saying? Young and ignorant. That's what I call that. You know what I mean? And I think as men, they can move past that shit maybe, and you know, like it's gonna be, that's probably be the reason they don't be friends. But I still want to see mutual respect as men, as competitors, when y'all truly go in there and push each other to the brink. Because I think David Benavidez is working extremely hard, y'all. And I think Caleb Plant and Breadman is in that lab working extremely hard as well. You get what I'm saying? We're going to get a great fight, yo. Great fight, man. Right. Appreciate you, 8-1. Man, y'all smash that like button. Punch it, smash it, touch it just a little bit. Appreciate y'all, man, coming through for this early cook, man. I appreciate y'all. Because I'm going to make a run or two. And it's shortly, man. I don't want to go too long on this, but Adrian, the problem, Bruno. Yes, man, you know it, man. Plant might win after watching him more. Listen, it's very entertaining, bro. It's very entertaining, Plant. Gonna beat David, and man, it's very possible. True 50-50, man. I see cases. I could come up with 5 ways that David could win. I could come up with 5 ways Plant could win. That's why it's a 50-50 to me. You know what I'm saying? Brian stop Tank, where you get credit. Bro, if Brian stop Tank and you don't give him credit, that's hating. I don't care if you felt like it was a lucky punch. If he stopped him in any way, shape, or form, like, and it's a legit stoppage, you know what I'm saying? Hell yeah, you got to give him credit. You have to, or that's hating. To be real with you, it's hating. You have to. You know what I'm saying? Floyd's from Flint, Ohio boxing. Always admired those guys, and Floyd never cared for AB, even though he brought him a tank. I just don't be feeling like their love be real. I feel like with certain individuals, the relationships are in large part dependent on how much you listen to me, how much of a yes man you are. And that's my interpretation. Y'all, no disrespect to no parties involved. It's just, this is real shit. I feel like AB, what do we know about AB, y'all? Do AB, look at him in that picture, not for nothing. Do AB look like a yes man to y'all? You get what I'm saying? Do AB look like a yes man? Yeah, he admire him, wanted to, do some things and be like him to a certain degree, but do that dude look like a yes man? Absolutely not. Do Tank look like a guy that's a yes man? See where I'm going with that? When you're not a certain way, man, people don't have use for you if they can't control, what you're doing. People, yeah, you reap what you sow. Not that he's unpaid. No, that's a fact, bro. That is a fact, man. That's a fact. Real talk, bro. That's why I believe in putting out good energy, bro. Putting out good energy, because that's all I want in return. I ain't got room to be, being a piece of as a person. You know what I'm saying? Brian, stop. We ain't gonna have. We ain't gonna have to give him credit. The world will crown Ryan. Oh yeah, right. I was about to say, damn, Johnny, you don't think you don't give him credit? But nah, I see the rest of your comment. Right. World will crown him. They're gonna say Ryan's the greatest. Man, Johnny, bro. Talk to him, Brody. Talk to him. Talk to him. But yeah, man. Yeah, and that's just what it is. Though AB is not a yes man. He wanted to be his own man. And that's just my interpretation of things. That's usually where it seems like things go left. And just as another small example of that, right? Y'all remember that 24/7 a while back? Y'all remember them years ago where the young Rockman asked to get in the ring with the dude and spar, and he got his ass beat. And I believe they had a lawsuit. They tried to sue Floyd or whatever the case it was. And he had told, nobody from Team TMT to speak to the Rockmans. So remember how he released Cuba Arias? He got Jalen Love to hit him and tell him instead of doing it himself. And it almost caused a rift between them. So it's basically like you wanted him to shit on Rockmans when he said those dudes, that family was there for him when nobody else was. Get what I'm saying? How could you demand that he don't speak to him? I can understand it, but that's not a reason to release somebody. That should be the exception to the rule. Like, and that's like making me pick who I'm gonna be loyal to. You now are the people that was loyal to me when I had nobody. Get what I'm saying? I've been in videos by KO. I haven't seen Plant fix that cardio issue, and I just don't think he that. Both them losing the morale. I feel you, Ghost. I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad as much as you big up Tank if Ryan win. He's the best in the world. Shit. If he win, yeah, he is the best. Shit. You know what I'm saying? Bro. He gonna be up there. They damn sure gonna say it. Sure gonna say it to you. You know it. Tank cannot facts. I can just hear him saying that while I be laughing at, bro. He type it in caps. That's my boy. Meaning that shit. I had some questions. Plant has an answer. How we did with that pace. He has never fought that type of pace in his life. gas at a slower pace. Those are true. Those are real questions, bro. Those are real questions. Real questions. That's all I'm saying, BBO. No disrespect to him. And again, look, just to try to add some type of understanding to that, not to say justify to make it sound like it's cool. I think when you've been winning as long as he's been winning, everybody say yes to you. And it has its benefits, but it also, I think the more successful you are and the more people that you have around you patting you on your ass, tapping you on the back, telling you how great you are, I think the farther you become removed from society and reality, and you just don't take no for an answer the right way. You don't take people not doing exactly what you say the right way. You get what I'm saying? Because you're so used to having it all your way for so many years on end. You get what I'm saying? Okay, Ryan's none to lose against Tank. Tank the one with everything to lose. All facts. All facts. Man, look. T, you ain't the only one, bro. Hell no, you better not. Hell no, absolutely not, bro. Absolutely not. Beat his ass. The word bread man don't hold no weight to me. It takes 4+ camps. It really adopt the style. There's no magic coach who can fix gas tank issues quickly. That's logical, Ghost. I ain't mad at that, but I'll say this. I'll say this, and I agree with that. I understand where you're going with that, and it's fair, right? I don't think he no magic coach. I don't think he I think the problems that Caleb Plant, the flaws that he do have, I don't think they're like tremendous flaws. I don't think it's like they can't be addressed or improved on, because I don't even want to say the word fixed, right? I don't want to say like I want to say the things that he lacked. I think with the right trainer, they can address those issues and make an attempt to work on those things. You get what I'm saying? And look, and I think when it comes to like trainers and making a difference, I think I deal with that by case basis. You get what I'm saying? Meaning like all situations don't work out the same exact way. You get what I'm saying? What I'm saying is, look, simple like this, right? People are going to keep saying because Darrell was 39 or whatever the case. Look, you can have at it because that would be true, right? He was about 39, right? Whatever. But when I seen a specific drill, y'all, where I believe that Breadman was specifically teaching Caleb Plant to not only sit on his punches, not only to sit on them, but to making sure he was transitioning the weight behind the punches the proper way. And man, y'all, I was so impressed with that, because the stuff that he was working on and applying in that drill, he applied it on fight night, and he had an immediate result, meaning he got the best setup one-punch knockout of his career, hands down. I don't think he gets that desired result without Breadman. Respectfully, I don't. But I get it. So that's why I say, man, you can't expect leaps and bounds type of changes in two fights, but you can expect some small subtleties. And I'm trying to tell you, some small subtleties and slight improvements might be enough to tip the scales more in his favor. And what I'm saying is, maybe they didn't all the way fix the gas tank issue, right? But I think in an effort to teach Caleb Plant to stop doing so much unnecessary movement, he was able to conserve his gas tank a lot better. And I didn't see him getting tired in the stretch, down in the later portions of that Darrell fight. You get what I'm saying? Man, right. Breadman did his thing, bro. He did a hell of a job, my bro. I really think he did, yo. I really did, man. One camp, he did, and bro, that one drill, T, that was beautiful, yo. And then Caleb Plant had threw a couple punches in the drill. He was like, like throw it again. And I'm guessing from my perspective, from the outside looking in, this is what he's focusing on: punch placement and transitioning the weight properly behind the punches when you sit on them. And for him to get that desired result and set that knockout up like that, bro, it was beautiful, man. Beautiful. And again, look, man, I get it. He's old 39-year-old dude, about to be 40, if he ain't already turned 40. You know what I mean? I get that. But he's still never been knocked out that way. He still was a live body in terms of that was the same dude that was just coming off that crazy knockout over the Prospect. Didn't he just knock somebody out? Single punch knockout. You get what I'm saying? So he was coming off a crazy win. You get what I'm saying? And got sparked. You just never seen him get sparked that way. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. I believe in Bread Man, bro. I believe in his, but I understand with Ghost where you're saying like acclamation. It needs more fights, but I just don't think all situations are the same. I think it's a real good possibility that Caleb Plant went and got the best trainer for him. I believe that's a match in heaven. I really do. It's not just because they won. It's how they won. He was able to get, like, think about this, man. Darrell was an older guy, but you never seen him get sparked out cold like that. That dude was known to have a pretty iron chin, bro. You get what I'm saying? We being honest. Like, you might not skillfully might have slowed down a ton for where he was at, right? We get that. But man, he still was tough. He still, as his nickname suggests, a dog, still has some dog in him, man. And to get sparked that way, sheesh, man. Punches and get similar results against Carlos, Galvin, and others in the past. There wasn't anything new to me. I seen Caleb in the past, but see, it's not that to me. It's I would say even at 39, Darrell is better than all those dudes he fought before him. You get what I'm saying? So you still have to give credit for the guy. He's old in terms of where his skill is at. Maybe his skill, he's not in his prime, nowhere near, right? I understand that, but he's still a live body. He always in there to fight. He's a tough dude with a hell of a chin, and you never seen him knocked out that way. And then for Caleb Plant, you never seen Caleb Plant knock somebody out the way he knocked out Darrell. Get what I'm saying? Especially at that level. That's the most skilled opponent that he knocked out, the most accomplished opponent that he knocked out to date. Get what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So I really do believe in what he was able to accomplish with him in such a short camp. But I understand your point completely when you're saying like 4+ camps. I get it. It's acclimating and really gelling with that fighter. But I truly believe some matchups are matchups. You know what I mean? Like some teams are perfect, great chemistry. And look, even with Breadman, you know, they asked him, you know, how has it been working with Caleb Plant? He said, yo, it's one of the easiest guys to work with. Like, he couldn't stress that enough, how easy it is to work with this dude. Like, you get what I'm saying? So it's like, I get him. I really get it. And it showed. It really showing. So again, the gas tank issue is I think is going to be addressed. One thing, Brad, man, like we always known Julian Williams to be in some of the best shape ever, right? So who knows? You get what I'm saying? You putting in that right work. It's not about, especially at the point where Caleb Plant is, it's not just about working hard. It's about working smart. And I believe that's what he got in Bread, man. I believe he got a teacher, trainer, mentor. I believe he got all that in one, bro. I really do. I believe he got all that in one. Think simply how he move when it comes to Plant. Bread, man, made simple adjustments so a high-level boxer didn't take 2 years. Bro, do you see what I'm saying? Do you see where I'm going with it, T? Simple adjustments. And the other word I just used, you use simple. I said subtle. You get what I'm saying? Same thing. Tomato, tomato. We saying the same thing. You feel me? We right on point with that. Because, and again, the improvements that he needed to make are not huge improvements that can't be made and fixed. You know what I mean? He can address these issues. And I feel like with Bread, man, you know what I mean? He got the right guy that was able to put in the right work. So therefore, he was able to get the right results, and it was able to come at a much faster time than it would normally come. I think that's fair to say. That's why he got the desired result that he got. You know what I'm saying? That's why he got the desired result when he beat you know what I mean? When he beat him, Darrell the way he did. So since he did, we got a whole Plant gas out because we don't. You're not winning. I'm telling you, bro, it gets much tougher. And again, that's what a lot of people are banking on. Caleb Plant gassing. Telling you, for any reason that man come with that gas tank on full, y'all, with no hole in the gas tank, it's going to be real different, y'all. It's going to be very, very different, y'all. Very different. I'm telling you something real. It's going to be very different. But man, I'm about to get up off of here, man, because I want to stay tuned for my bro. I want to get these runs out the way. So I want to say I appreciate everybody. Kurt, my bro, salute to you pulling up. Salute to my bros, T, the whole family, man. Salute to all y'all pulling up for this early cook. I just came here early to get this out the way so I can make my runs and still stay active for the day. I want to try to come back before the day is out, like in the midday, and try to give y'all another stream where we have another dope build, another dope conversation. Want to open the panel up for this next discussion that I'm trying to have. So hopefully y'all be around and y'all stay tuned, man, for this too as well. hope Plant wins. For Plant's sake, is more just gas, body work, and so much more. I just seen a slower version of Canelo out boxing, knockout dude. Benavidez has more than just gas, body work. Right. I get it. I understand. Again, it's no wrong answers, bro. It's no wrong answers. There's no wrong answers, David Lemieux. Author ending that man. Nah, Ghost, is lines in the camp, man. Lines in the camp. Ghost, was you here when I sent y'all that text? I mean, that DM? Lines in the camp, y'all. That's it. Yeah, lines in the camp. 10-4, man. But yeah, man. So again, expectations versus reality, what we want to see versus what we getting. And Crawford versus Rocha being a potential possible fight is crazy to me. Lions on the stretch. I'm screenshotting that, Ghost. I'm gonna tell Yard how you in here talking. Dear Anthony Yard, day 4. My family still doubting you. I know you gonna knock this guy out. Lines in the camp. You got it in 4, champ. And the new, let's go, champ. I'm about to hit him that. Day 4 of the family still doubting you in the comment section. Look, as my bro Ghost said, lines on the stretcher. I try to tell my bro Ghost it's gonna be lines in the camp. He said lines in the stretcher. Other bro said lines in the hospital. You know what I'm saying? I say lines in the camp. My bro about to kick some ass. Yo, I'm Wednesday better send percent just for the prayers. Facts, bro, because I'm sending real prayers for Anthony. And I'm rolling with Anthony. Big Fish rocking with Anthony Yard too, man. He rocking with Anthony. He rocking with Anthony Yard, man. He rocking with Anthony, man. But man, much love to y'all pulling up for this early cook, man. I know this was a little bit early, man. I wanted to move out of the way so my bro could jump on here and cook. And I'm gonna be here for his cook. I'm gonna be on the move a little bit. So we still gonna keep it moving. But Big Fish said he got Yard, man. He said at some point, dude got to look his age. They said he talking about Crawford. That's some weird shit. Y'all know that man ain't talking about no damn Crawford. He talking about better bead, man, because he said in the next fucking post he got Yard. He not talking about Crawford. Weird old people. You know what I'm saying? Lions taking that. Yeah, he gonna be taking a nap after he win. You know what I'm saying, T? You know what I'm saying? After he kick ass, he gonna go take a nap. You know what I'm saying? Lions gonna be taking a nap. Edgar Chavez, salute to you, Brody, and salute to the hometown of Jersey. Salute to my TWT family. Much love. Y'all know I'm rocking with everybody in here. I got love for everybody in here. I know y'all all hit that like button already, man. Oh man. I gotta get to the 2-hour mark, man. Thanks to T, because he in here, man. I got 6 minutes, man. So I'm gonna get to the 2-hour mark, y'all. Just to make it even. Just to make it an even Steven. But yeah, just to wrap this up as I get to that mark, y'all. Expectations versus reality. Like I said earlier, what we expect, I'm right on point with y'all. I want the same things y'all want, right? The best fight and the absolute best, right? That's all you can ask for at the end of the day, right? The absolute best fight and the best. And that's what I want to see. I know that's what y'all want to see. I hope that's what we get. I hope that's what we continue to get. If there's anybody in here that don't got their notifications on, make sure y'all turn them notifications on or turn them off, then turn them back on if y'all not getting them. Because I've been having people hit me lately saying that and coming in the chat saying it, DMing saying it. Like, you know what I mean? YouTube playing around, they blocking people that got wrenches, dudes coming in. I gave wrenches to, can't even comment. All types of stuff. They're trying to stop this greatness and deter. And I hate to be one of them people saying that, but that's exactly what's going on. Before the monetization issue happened with me, somebody was telling me they couldn't even super chat. And then a couple people, I got told somebody super chatted a couple times and it ain't even come up. So it was like, they out here trying to stop greatness and kill the motivation, but they're not going to do it, bro. We not stopping what we doing. We going to keep pushing because we on a mission. We on a mission. This is a marathon, not a sprint. And we all in this for the long haul, y'all. We do a lot of unnecessary extra stuff to the smaller platforms that's on the come up. But I think it's in the attempt to deter you from doing what you're doing, to be all honest with you. Like, why else would they be doing that type of stuff? People can't comment and super chat. Like, come on, bro. Like, you think I ain't up here just trying to be funny and do this for my help? We trying to build for real. And with my bro Jay Gibson at, man. Salute to my bro Jay Gibson in that Cash App, man. That man hit me and I wasn't even live, bro. And that's what made me want to jump up and get this live out the way too. I said, man, you can't do that without me being live. I got to go live, man. Got to go live. But I appreciate all y'all as always. And we gonna keep rocking, man. Fate, what's good with it, my bro? Appreciate you pulling up, man. Obvious target, right? They talking about the WBO mandating, and not only that, that ROCHA is gonna push to make sure he get his opportunity. So that's gonna be wild, bro. The bounty hunter making a comeback. Okay, that's what's up, bro. Salute to you talking about Michael Hunter, right? Michael Hunter, Johnny Q. You already know, my bro. Appreciate you, man. Fate, you already know. So yeah, I did a little bit of cooking on this, man. Expectations versus reality, and I think I did hit on the I wanted to leave Tank out of this conversation because I spoke on him the other day, and I just wanted to have a good, with me, it's always the conversation because I love to hear what the people be saying and thinking. And again, I think I gave a good breakdown, man. Some of y'all might have to catch the playback because I wish some of y'all was in here sooner, man. I wish King Judah was in here when I first started, man. King Judah, salute to you, Brody. How you feeling, man? How Roach you get mandated while they robbing Ellis out of the rematch? You get what I'm saying? Do people not know what Ellis did to that man? Yep, I do. I do. Pulling up on shit. My bro, man. Appreciate my bro, man. Appreciate you, man. I'm just getting to the 2-hour mark and I'm out of here. I'm out the way. My fault, just keyboard dished out. Oh, no, it's all good, Brody. It's all good, man. But yeah, I did a little chopping up about, the situation with, people saying Shakur should have not fought Robson and just forced their hand. And I got into how I felt like that could be a potential roadblock, and it wouldn't be because of Dev. It would be because of Bob Arum, because he's a hater. When it comes to Shakur Stevenson, he thinks Undisputed is stupid. But when it comes to Loma, it's perfectly okay. And I think that's where the situation would have ultimately came to. It wouldn't have been a matter of Dev not wanting to fight. It would have been a matter of Bob not wanting to fight or wanting to play ball. You get what I'm saying? Because then that would mean he would have to move his grandson Lomachenko out the way. You get what I'm saying? And some tells me that if Dad was to end up, say Shakur end up with belts, the chances of Loma getting them belts off of him is tough too. It's tough for him either way he go. Get what I'm saying? Either way he go, he can't. You don't have an easy road, but at least what you're going to do is going to give him the fight the very next opportunity. And that's what I feel like. I just never seen Bob Arum shitting on that man or getting him out the way. Nah, that's all good. Getting him out the way. Okay. The Hunter. Yeah, I like Michael Hunter. I think he followed me. I think he do. Still might follow me. Bob Arum only see dollars. Right. And I just don't think. And again, the only thing I was highlighting was I try to move the conversation in different directions that people have them, right? What I was saying was if people that was thinking Shakur should have not fought Robson, used his belts to force a situation to fight Devin Haney up at 35, I understand that. I'm with you there. I have no issue with that, right? But the issue I have is with Bob Arum, not the fighters, because Bob Arum just said, according to, out his own mouth, when Shakur is at 30, said, Undisputed is stupid. It doesn't make any sense. Remember, I was saying this before, so I don't want to keep repeating the same stuff. But remember, he said that. You get what I'm saying? But when it pertains to Loma, we know that's different. Undisputed makes all the sense in the world. So if he's telling us Undisputed at 130 was stupid for Shakur, what makes you think that he's going to change the way he think at 135 for Shakur and all of a sudden Undisputed is going to be cool? You get what I'm trying to say? Sometimes people always try to make it about the fighters. Well, Shakur should have did this if he really wanted to fight. Because he ain't do that mean he don't want to fight him? That don't make sense to me. And again, I also said this, and y'all tell me if it sounds crazy. Do Shakur Stevenson look like the kind of guy that you're going to have to force to fight? Do Devin Haney look like the kind of guy that you're going to have to force to fight? Absolutely not. You're not going to have to force that man to fight you. You're not going to have to force Shakur to fight you. They want the smoke. They are the smoke. But I think they truly understand when it, especially between the two, they understand when that opportunity presents itself, they're going to jump on it. But right now, it just hasn't been the case. Right. Makes the fighter got the best chance of bank account winning in. He would have made Shakur versus Dev before Loma. That's all I'm saying, bro. You get what I'm saying? For the people that's just saying he could do that because he ain't really want to fight. And I'm just like, I get that. But I just know they're not in each other's immediate plans. And you can see the way they carry it. They have mutual respect. They're not always going back and forth with each other. It's going to be some words exchanged here or there because they're competitors. And that's what you expect from two guys that truly believe in their skill sets. But that's where I was going with the conversation. I'm not against people saying he could have used the belts instead of fighting Conceição to do that. But the only thing I'm saying is that I think the resistance would have came from Bob Arum, not from Dev or not from Shakur not wanting to fight, from Bob Arum, weird ass. because he already said out of his mouth how stupid Undisputed was. You know what I'm saying? And when he's conveniently when he talking about Shakur, you get what I'm saying? Yeah, it's the weight part, right? Roadblock, you don't think so? But that side deal that Shakur got, that's for sure Roadblock. Yeah, I think that would have been crazy. Bob Arum has his favorites, he do, and I think Loma is one of his favorites. Now Shakur and Devin want everybody accept each other. Man, I think you get what I'm saying. I just don't think like they get what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying, boy, my boy. And it's not about like not them ducking each other. It's just they know they're not in each other's immediate plans, and I get that. I can understand that. You know what I'm saying? It looks like the kind of guy you're gonna have to corner to take certain fights. You think so? I feel you, Ghost. I feel you. I just feel like those are the guys, like, because I just want to believe in his ability to, or his confidence. I believe he believes in himself. I believe his confidence is real. I believe he really believes in his skill set and his abilities. You get what I'm saying? I really do. So, and plus, I think he also has set the bar significantly high where if he doesn't move a certain way, it's going to be easy to see because we're used to seeing him move one way. If he switched that up all of a sudden now, it's going to be easy to see it, but I don't think that's going to be the case. But I feel you. I respect all opinions. I just feel like he really a real fighter. I think he'll fight anybody given the opportunity. I think that about all the Kings, to be real, for real. Remember, went too long to make fights. One of them loses out of prime. Right. Got a side deal no matter what would have happened, which were bouts. They would not fight each other. I doubt Bob himself could have made that. And all I'm saying is I just don't see him being willing to push that. And again, I just want to make sure you understand where I'm coming from. It's not on the fighter so much. Is that in his plans? Is that something he wanted, or do he really want to see Lomachenko be undisputed so that I could validate a lot of the shit in his mind, at least all the times they put this dude in the pound for pound list, and all the things that he said about Loma, and things like that, man. He said, man, retire. Ain't Bob pushing 100. Yeah, he ain't going nowhere. Ducked him. Right. Nobody, no ducks. Facts, no ducks. But man, I don't want to go over too long, man. I'm over the 2-hour mark, man. I said last night, Devin Shakur, no, they're each other toughest comp. Right. And you get what I'm saying, King Judah? I feel that. But we just got to understand them dudes is real fighters. They're going to fight each other when the opportunity presents itself. So salute the boxing as a whole. Expectations versus reality, man. We had a good chop up. Y'all know my slogan. We ain't here to break the news, but we here to have a conversation. I think we just had a hell of a conversation, man. You get what I'm saying? So I rock with all y'all. I appreciate the diversity. Like I said, I wanted to get this out the way early. I got a thing or two to get to. You know what I mean? A move or two to make, and I'll get back to it, and we're going to have us another dope conversation. I'm going to open the panel up, and we're going to cook, man. But I want to jump off. I believe my bro 5 is on, or he about to be on, and I don't want to stay over too long. So much love to everybody in the building. Y'all smash that like button for your bro. If you haven't, man, we cooking, we grinding, we growing. I believe I will be back with a second stream of the day, and we're going to cook. Like I said, going to open the panel. And we're going to chop it up, man, because this is not just my channel. This is our channel. And we're going to keep rocking just like that, man. So with that, man, I'm going to get up out of here, man. Much love to everybody in here. Y'all know I got love for everybody that rock with you, man. Facts. Johnny Q, we'll be back. And I appreciate every last one of y'all. Salute to everybody that pulls up and then rocks with your boy and the team. Salute to my TWT family. And y'all know we all family in here. We're going to keep rocking out, grinding and growing, man. That's the mission. All 2023, man. We're part of the build, man. With that, we up out of here. Peace to the fan.